Hi, Catherine and Alden. Welcome to the GMA Pinoy TV podcast.
Yeah, thank you. And welcome, of course, kay Kath. This is her first welcome.
Thank you.
Medyo surreal pa rin, hindi ba?
Daming new faces na nami-meet, but they're all very welcoming. So, this is my first time to be interviewed by you. So, thank you.
If you could describe your character sa movie in 3 words, what would that be?
I think she's a dreamer. She's very passionate with whether it's love, her work, in general, sobrang passionate niya na tao. And very nonchalant. Yeah, parang stoic lang siya. Wala siyang reaction masyado, unlike me as Kath. Yun yung sobrang malaking difference namin. Parang NR siya yung ganun klaseng tao.
Si Ethan, go-getter, focused, and ambitious. Pero parang dun sa mga sinabi kong traits, yun kasi yung mga traits niya ngayon dun sa Hello, Love Again eh.
Yeah.
Yun yung, although nakikita-kita naman natin yun during the first part, during Hello, Love, Goodbye. Kaya lang ngayon, yung 3 words na yun, na nakikita ko kay Ethan ngayon, malaki yung naging factor nun to change who he is right now and the way he sees things. So, yun yung mga magiging challenges niya as the story goes along.
Ano ang strength ng character mo na gustong-gusto mo?
Actually, in both of our characters, it's really the maturity. Yung how our characters, parang the relationship that we have, the relationship that we have with ourselves individually, yun yung nagbago sa kanilang dalawa because of the 5 years yun eh.
Yeah.
How big of an event yung mga nangyari during those 5 years na nabago yung pananaw nila sa buhay. But moreover, it's really how mature they are right now.
Sa character mo, ano yung pinakagusto mo?
Yung strength niya would be, yung weakness muna is love. I'm sorry. Sorry. Hindi, okay lang. Okay na, na-clear na.
May sabit lang. May sabit lang konti.
Sorry po, GMA TV. Excuse mo? Yung weakness niya is love. Kasi diba, kung napanood mo yung Hello, Love, Goodbye, hindi naman niya priority yun before. But then when Ethan came, yun, nagbago lahat. And then she allowed Ethan to give that love or emotion na nawawala sa buhay niya all this time. So I think yun yung weakness niya, but in a good way, kasi binigyan niya ng chance si Ethan. And kapag kay Ethan, lahat ng gusto niya, parang lahat ng plano nagbe-bend because she loves the person so much. And strength niya would be, I think she's very brave. Kasi for her to, from Hong Kong na, okay na naman siya. Pero, di ba parate, she wants more. Gusto niya, may mga pangarap siya. Lumipat siya sa Canada to pursue that dream. And hindi lahat, parang ako personally, hindi ko kaya na ganun, maging katapang na tao na you're gonna leave everything behind to pursue that dream na uncertain pa. So, I admire that about her. And siguro yun din yung isa sa natutunan ko sa kanya. Just to be brave and just go for it.
Nanibago ba kayo when you did this movie? Kasi yung first one, pre-pandemic. Ito, post-pandemic.
Of course, may adjustments. I think normal talaga yung babuelo kasi ang tagal nun and then parang nasa box na siya tapos binuksan mo ulit. Pero ngayon iba because may Marie, like a bit more different from Joy na nakita nila sa first part. So medyo masaya siya paglaruan kasi may inad kaming ibang mga traits ni Marie na malayo kay Joy. Siguro hindi din ganun kahirap bumuelo kasi nga nagawa na namin siya before. Medyo kilala na siya.
Din yung mga...
Yes, actually same team talaga.
Same team. Most
Mostly.
mga 70%, 80% same team.
Yes. After 5 years, I think that really contributed a lot when it comes to the characterizations of the characters that we have. Kasi parang since then, after that, parang first ulit namin ni Kath magkatrabaho
Yes.
for a project. And contributing factor yon, of course, with the journeys of the character. And then si Direk Cathy then was there to guide us with every step naman. Of course, si Miss Carmi Raimundo to weave the story and to tell the story of how is Ethan and Joy right now after 5 years.
Meron ba kayong quirky habits before you shoot? O meron ba kayong mga rituals? Si Aden kasi, before nag-usap tayo, Aden, bago ka lumabas ng bahay, sabi mo lahat pinapatay mo, chinecheck mo lahat. Kasi ka sa ganon.
Rituals nga. Ako yata yung maritual.
Sobrang siyang
Ako yung maroutine.
Anong routine ni Alden?
Pagising, syempre, you pray and then check ka ng phone sa messages. Tapos you go get out of bed, ayusin yung bed. Tapos kung...
You fix your own bed?
I fix my
You're
own
so
bed.
responsible talaga. Grabe ka talaga, no?
I fix my
Kahit
own-
gano'n ka kapuyat,
Nakita ko lang na video na parang for you to be able to be productive for that day,
you have to fix your
you have to
bed.
fix your bed para meron ka agad accomplishment sa araw na yun. Na naayos ko yung kama ko. Parang ganun. And then everything will follow. So yun. Tapos ligo. Tapos minsan doon na kami nag-aayos sa flat namin sa Canada and then go to the service. But basically routine yun, paulit-ulit. Pero I make sure that kahit paano I keep on doing the things that I used to do when I'm here in the Philippines before I go to work. Para lang tama yung mindset.
Curious ako, kapag nagmamadali ka, Alden, tapos late ka na, kailangan pa rin ayusin yung bed bago ka lumabas.
Actually, curious din po ako.
Yeah, the thing about people with OCD, extremist kami.
Okay.
Parang it's either sobrang linis, spotless, tapos kapag nasusustain, dapat ganun lang siya forever. Or kapag nagulo na siya, sobrang gulo naman.
Na-try mo na yung sobrang gulo?
Yes, walang ayos-ayos. Kaya lang si Mama Ten, pasok ng kwarto ko yan. Aayusin niya yung kama ko.
Ikaw, Kat, do you have a routine?
Pagising, usually, magsusnooze muna. Sobrang opposite daw sa kanya. Tapos mga gulong-gulong muna ako sa bed. And then, pag nag-alarm, mag-a-allot ako time. I'll check muna kung ano nga yung mga messages. Usually,
Sabihin mo kung ilang alarms.
mga 3. mga, kunwari 10 ko kailangan gumising sa 8:20, 8:25, 8:35.
I can relate. Ganon din.
Ayoko kasi yung pagising, agad
Ay,
eh.
agad.
Gusto ko may buwelo, ayoko kung binibigla ako. And then after wake up message ko si Ate Chu, sabihin ko, inom na ako celery. Kasi kailangan ko ng celery every morning. Kasi I'm constipated. Sorry, TMI. Yeah, I need my celery every morning.
Chia seeds pwede rin, Kat.
And yes, I do. Yes, correct. Tapos, yung bed ko, hindi ko din ata masyado inaayos kasi, oo nga, no, pagka usually I'll shower na or bihis ako pang workout, kahit na wala naman ako plan mag-workout, para lang in case maisip ko mag-workout, mabilis, hindi ako tatama rin. So kahit gabi pa ako mag-workout, nakapang-workout na ako na umaga. Tapos, usually punta na ako sa kitchen, make my omelette. And then, balik ulit sa room, ikot-ikot ulit. Tapos kung ano na yung schedule after.
Pero kapag busy na, as in yun yung iwan na lahat and then labas na agad.
Opo. Opo. Pero malinis naman kwarto. Hindi lang kasing organized ni Tisoy.
What's your biggest realization now that you've done both movies, immersing yourself in the experiences of our Filipino migrant workers?
The message of the whole film that we have right now is really for the OFWs. The struggles that they go through, yung in every country, in every parang sa mga bansa na may mga Pinoy na OFWs, iba-iba yung kanilang mga storya. That's the thing that we've learned also. When doing Hello, Love, Goodbye, nakita namin yung buhay ng mga Pinoy sa Hong Kong, which is very different. Mahirap, pero iba yung hirap ng mga tao dito sa Canada. With this film, parang tribute namin to sa kanila para maparamdam sa kanila na we'll make sure na yung mga paghihirap na pinagdaraanan nila will not go to waste. And for the love of family, for the love of loved ones, yung mga bagay na kailangan nilang isang tabi para to give their families and loved ones a better life here in the Philippines, napakahirap. So this film is for them. Inaalay po namin to para sa inyo.
Ever since we have so much respect for the OFWs, especially after doing Hello, Love, Goodbye, and lalo ngayon na nagawa namin Hello, Love Again, sobra kami natuto sa mga tao sa Hong Kong. Tapos ngayon yung mga matagal na sa Canada, yung mga bagong lipat, may mga ka-age kami, meron yung mga second generation na nandyan. Iba siya. So, this movie is like a mirror of their lives in Canada. And I think it's so interesting to see it because, especially mga ka-age namin, hindi tayo ganun ka aware or educated kung ano talaga yung nangyayari doon. You know, we just see the surface of it. Kala natin ganun kadali yung buhay ng mga nagmamigrate sa ibang bansa. But no, it's different. It's like challenging you not just physically but emotionally. So, Kami nga 1 month doon, parang
Parang
tutumbling-tumbling na kami.
What more kung taon, ano? At yung mga hindi nakakauwi.
Years, pero nakakatuwa kasi ang daming success stories. So, very inspiring kapag nakikita mo yung parents na matagal na nandun, yung sacrifices na ginawa nila, nagbe-benefit yung mga anak nila. Tapos, parang iba-ibang generation siya of Filipinos. And nakaka-proud na ang daming mga iba-ibang professions na nag-work all over the world, especially in Canada.
At si Alden, nakapag-show ka sa Toronto, di ba?
Yes,
While-
yes, I
while
did.
you were
I did. Parang
in
nasa
Canada.
Maynila lang ako noon during that time. Masaya yung experience kasi parang every year may event na Taste of Manila sa Toronto, and parang the local government there allows all Filipinos to be, parang nagsasara sila ng certain street, and then parang it's a very festive event, and seeing them there parang masaya na syempre I feel for them also, na parang ito yung mga taong nagsasakripisyo everyday, ito yung mga taong iniwan yung kanilang mga pamilya sa Pilipinas para magtrabaho, and being able to perform and make them happy just for a short while means a lot to me and to us also, kasi marami rin pong pumupunta na mga OFWs and mga Pinoys on set.
Yeah.
Iba yung pagmamahal ng Pinoy dito sa Pilipinas, iba rin yung pagmamahal ng mga Pinoy sa labas. Parang pinaparamdam nila sa amin kung gaano sila kasabik to see us. We feel very much appreciated, the gifts that we've been getting. Lagi kaming dinadala ng pagkain sa set. Nagpapasalamat po kami sa mga lagi
Yeah,
kaming busog.
may ulam po.
May
Thank you
ulam.
po.
Opo, salamat po. And parang yun, our objective while making the film is just, let's make this film worthwhile for the OFWs all over the world.
And lastly, message to Global Pinoys na talagang inabangan itong pelikula ninyo.
Yun na-start yan. Hindi na, no? Okay, kasi sa GMA to.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Yan, sa mga Global Pinoys po na nanonood ngayon, of course, we're very excited and we're very happy na finally po, after 5 years of waiting, mapapanood na po nating lahat ang second installment or the sequel of Hello, Love, Goodbye, which is Hello, Love Again, of course, with Catherine Bernardo and yours truly po, directed by Direk Cathy Garcia Sampana.
Yes, thank you so much, Global Pinoys. And to everyone watching, thank you so much for your time, sa lahat na nag-welcome sa amin sa Canada, sa lahat na nagpapakita ng support all over the world. Sobrang ramdam po namin yung excitement nyo, yung suporta nyo. You have no idea. We appreciate it so much. And alam namin excited kayo, but we're also very excited.
Baka magulat kayo, nandyan kami sa premiere sa bansa nyo.
Yes,
See you
malay
guys.
nyo. But thank you so much
Thank
for all
you.
the support.
Thank you, Katrina and Alden.
Thank you, Stoney.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you po.